So once again, very good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's session of GGAP, that is Enhancing Early Years Education with Kidsera. And with us, we have Mr. Harish. I'll just stop presenting screen for a while. We have Mr. Harish with us, who is the expert for today's session. As you can see, Harish is there with the two of the characters here, from whom we are going to learn today. So, but before we have what Harish has to show it to us, we have some activity to be done by Payal ma'am and Dipti ma'am. Ma'am, what's the activity that we are going to do now?
Sir, it's a surprise. Let me share my screen.
Yes, please. So it's a basically warm-up activity for all the members here.
Yes, sir.
Great.
So my screen is visible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Hello and welcome. This is a warm-up activity of today's session, and myself, Payal Rachadia. I am the co-leader of GGM. So as you can see the picture, the activity is like food related.
Okay.
So the name
okay.
of the activity is guess the recipe.
Yes.
Here you have to guess the recipe. Here we present some ingredients and you have to guess the food name. So here the first one. Guess the first one. You can write your answer in a message box, chat box.
Pizza?
Yes, it's a tempting and this is pizza.
Great.
First, I thought that cheese paratha, but then I remember. Okay, this is pizza.
उसमें टमाटो नहीं होता है.
Yes.
Paratha में tomato नहीं होता है. Correct.
Now the guess second one. You will find the water, sugar, and curd.
Lassi.
Yes, it's a refreshing lassi. Okay, guess next one.
Sandwich.
Oh,
Sandwich.
Yes,
Sandwich.
very quick answer.
Yes.
It's a pecking sandwich.
So all those participants, please participate in this activity. It's a warm-up activity. Thereby we are just...
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Correct.
Yes, lemonade.
Thank you.
You can
That's
say
it, yeah.
the lemon
Great.
juice. It's a refreshing and healthy lemon juice.
Appetizer.
Yeah.
Very tempting.
Fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
It's very tempting.
Fruit salad.
Yes, it's a delicious fruit salad.
अभी डिनर में
And
टाइम
this
है.
one?
अभी डिनर में टाइम है.
ये डेजर्ट आ गया. डिनर खत्म हो गया. ये डेजर्ट आ गया. गाजर का हलवा.
Yes,
Gajar
it's
halwa.
a very
Gajar
important Gajar halwa. Yes, those who are not Indian and participate in a session, that's why I just keep the images for them. I think they don't know what is a carrot halwa. And guess this one?
Biryani.
Pulao.
Yes, you can say
Pulao. Correct.
Pulao or biryani? Pulao.
Yes. And this is the last one.
Paneer.
No, it's a paneer and sugar.
There is sugar.
Paneer and sugar.
Paneer and
Yes.
sugar, what it is?
पनीर का हलवा.
You can say like that. But it's a Bengali sweets.
Rasgulla.
रसगुल्ला.
Yes.
Sandesh.
Great.
Okay, thank you, and I hope you get having fun and feeling foodie today.
That
Very
last
hilarious.
one was too good. Okay, ma'am.
Very hilarious.
Thank you.
So very good activity, Payal ma'am. Thanks for this activity. And so now we just move on to the main session of ours. We have Mr. Harish Iyer from Kidsera, who is going to show us what is Kidsera and using Kidsera technique or the tool, how we can enhance the digital early years education digitally. So I would request everyone to please pin Harish's screen on the top. So please pin his screen so that you can see what he is doing. So उसका स्क्रीन आपको विजिबल रहेगा, उसको पिन कर दीजिए तो आपको पता चलेगा वो क्या हो रहा है. So yeah, over to you, Harish.
Yes, thank you so much. I will also share my screen so
Yes.
that you do not have Any issues
And
there?
for the audience, yes, this is a Google Meet session, so feel free to raise your hand or ask questions in between if required. So just raise your hand or post your question in the chat box.
Yeah, I think let's go with pinning my camera. That works best. So thank you so much. And pre-dinner, all that food is really making me hungry, and I'm sure it's made everybody hungry. Um, so good evening, educators. I'm so happy to be here. This is my first formal, actually, pitch for this product. We have just launched it in a pilot mode, and so I'm extremely happy to be here and to be sharing this with you. So you can already see my screen. So obviously the screen looks a little different. Obviously there are a lot of characters, and but before I get on and tell you what Kidsera is all about, I just wanted to share what is the idea behind it. The idea behind it is that everybody has become a video creator in the past 1.5 to 2 years. Whether we like it or not, we have all made videos. Whether those videos are online, like what I'm doing right now, or they're recorded and put up on a LMS or shared on YouTube or shared through WhatsApp, but everybody's made videos. So in the foreseeable future, immediate future, we will all be making videos, and watching videos has become an integral part of everybody's life. So when we look around us, we see all these video creation tools. For example, you look at TikTok. What is TikTok essentially? A video creation tool. You look at Instagram, you look at all these, you find so many softwares which enhance your look, which help you create videos, great images at the click of a button. And we are thinking that so many video creation tools which enable you to make a range of videos, but can we do something like that for academic context, for the school context, for the early years context? So we began with early years, and we will, in my presentation, I'll take you through 3 different types of content and what work we are doing. But the idea originated with this, that can we enable people to make videos interesting, engaging, immersive at the click of a button without too many resources. Okay, so that's the genesis of Kidsera, a tool which enables people to create high quality videos sitting in the comfort of their houses or rooms. The place where I am standing right now, this is 6 feet by 8 feet. Okay, nothing more than that. I'm standing in a small 6 by 8 space. I have my PC and a webcam, and that's it. Okay, and through that I'm able to present this. So the idea was that, can we create a tool like this? And here it is, the tool is with us. So in today's presentation, I'll show you 3 contexts in which Kidsera can be used. One is, we thought, can we have stories? And these stories enable you to teach any topic from kindergarten to age 3 to almost 9, 10 years, where any concept can be introduced through a story mode. Because stories, they stick to people. I really don't need to talk much about the importance of stories and how stories can benefit, because each one of us here knows about it. And then that is my first part of it. Over the next 7-8 minutes, I'll present what are these stories, how you can use these stories. Okay, and then I go to the next part, which is specifically for kindergarten. Okay, KG to for KG, all the concepts of numbers, phonics, EVS, world around us, all those concepts can be taught. There's more direct instruction. Okay, not something which comes very naturally to me. I am more a fan of giving open-ended resources which teachers can use. So this story is within our company. We have got different teams, and this is the product, and that's why my other colleagues always tell me that why are you beginning with stories? And I say, because I like open-ended things where people can use it in their own ways. So this is one. Second one is my preschool content, very structured, made by Popcorn, which is an early years company. And the whole content is designed by Popcorn, all the animated content. So that is the early years content for direct instruction. And then we have another content publisher, Ideal, which has published, which is in the process of publishing content of 1 to 10. So I'll take you through all these three. Once I begin my, once I'm done with this, then we can be open for Q&A. As far as the story part is concerned, then I'll take you to kindergarten and move it like that. Great. So what I have here is a story context. Okay. So for example, this is a girl. The story is about this girl and this crow and the kulfi that you see that she is eating. Okay. So teachers use this again as a warm-up exercise. Okay. I'm going to be telling you this story, and after about 30-40 seconds, a minute, I'll quickly run through these slides, and then I'm going to ask you, what is the topic that you could use, that you could teach using this story? Okay, so this story is about Tina, and Tina is running around in her house, and she's waiting. You know, she goes to the top of the terrace and she looks down. There you can see, you know, she's looking down with sorrowful eyes. She's waiting for somebody. She goes to the window and looks out of it expectantly. She's waiting for somebody. And you can see the color and the kind of makeup, and guess which place she's from. She's from Rajasthan, okay, Jodhpur, and she's there waiting for somebody. So what is she waiting for? So she's waiting for, she can hear a sound. Okay, the sound is coming from there, and in that sound, and she rushes out of her house. She gets out of her house and she's rushing towards where the sound is coming from. So what is there? The kulfi wala uncle. Okay, so what she has is the kulfi wala uncle. She was waiting expectantly for the kulfi wala uncle. The uncle comes. She goes and says, "Uncle, can you give me some kulfis?" And uncle says, "Bacha, how many kulfis do you want?" Okay. So she starts thinking. She counts, Mama, Papa, Bhaiya. So 3. So she puts her fingers together like that, 2 and 1. Can you see that? So she's counting. How many? 1, 2, and 3. Then she suddenly remembers, oh, I missed out Dadi. Okay. Now Dadi, every time we ask her that, do you want to eat a kulfi? She'll say, no, I don't want to eat kulfi. I have my diabetes. Okay. And then she will slowly sneak into the kitchen at night, open the refrigerator and take it. So 1 for Dadi. Okay. So then she again thinks, and then the kulfi wala uncle says, are you not forgetting someone? So she says, yes, I'm forgetting myself. So I will have 5 kulfis. So she says, I'll have 5 kulfis. Each kulfi is for 5 rupees. Okay, each kulfi is for 5 rupees. So how many is that? So 5 5s are 25. So she takes out 25 rupees and gives it to the uncle. Uncle gives her kulfi, and what happens? The crow swoops down, takes one of the kulfi and goes away. Okay. So poor girl, she's sad. She's so sad, and she then tells uncle that, uncle, I lost one of my kulfi, but I don't have more money. But uncle takes one kulfi out, okay, and gives it to her for free. So now how many kulfis does she have? She had 5 with her. The crow took away 1. So she was left with 4. And then she gets 1 kulfi back. So she's got 5 kulfis. Okay. So then the kulfi wala uncle gradually gets into the street, and all the kids in the street are so happy to come down and buy kulfi from him. So educators, that was my story. Okay, that was my story. Can you sort of give your ideas in terms of what are the topics that you could teach using this particular story?
Maths, addition,
Addition,
SST also.
Numbers, counting, money,
Somebody,
Sangya, grammar, Sangya,
Integrating
science.
money.
integrating mathematics,
हिंदी में
language,
संज्ञा और
environment,
विशेषण पढ़ा सकते
There are
हैं.
many
all
many
subjects are
things in this
integrated.
picture. So we can show picture and ask for picture composition also.
absolutely. So teachers,
Actually,
somebody किसी ने
excuse me,
संज्ञा भी बोली
Can I?
है ना? Yeah, please.
yes,
continue.
sir. I think this story covers all the aspects, learning concept of preschools.
Yes,
Even ये भी कह सकते हैं कि बर्फी ये किससे बनती है कुल्फी, क्रो जैसे एक पक्षी है और पक्षियों के नाम बताइए. मैंने you can go extensively with these things.
yes.
हम हिंदी में संज्ञा, क्रिया, विशेषण सभी पढ़ा सकते हैं.
सभी पढ़ा
Yeah,
सकते हैं.
yeah, no.
बच्चा दौड़ के आ रहा है. नीचे, बच्चा दौड़ के
yeah.
आ रहा है.
I think this story,
Yeah.
excuse me, sir, I think this story is integrated teaching.
Yes.
Yes.
Even
yes.
for kindness also, and remember, हाँ, old age
Values.
people are there. Yeah, values हैं.
Moral science.
Yeah.
So fantastic, you know, and that's why I love these open-ended projects, because I don't need to actually tell you what you need to do. You are the best judge, what topic you want, and you know your stuff. We are technology people. You know the teaching. Okay. So आप clearly देख पाए कि इसको बहुत सारे context में use किया जा सकता है, और कहानी के माध्यम से हम इसको सिखा सकते हैं. तो हम खुद के भी वीडियो बना सकते हैं, हमने जैसे अभी बनाया है. ओके, आई कैन रिकॉर्ड दिस वीडियो, आई कैन शेयर इट, एंड इमेजिन द बेस्ट पार्ट कुड बी एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन. Of course, unfortunately, probably kids are not coming to school now, but grade 1 onwards, you may want to use. Your kids could be actually doing this. So you can also develop the ability of expression, body language, how to do digital storytelling, and kids, you could record as a culmination activity your kids' videos, and those videos could go back to your parents. Okay, so this was one story. Let me share a couple of other stories to give you a context of the storytelling tool. Okay.
Yeah. So Harish, I have a quick question over here.
Please.
On behalf of all the educators.
Please.
What I could see something is that you were pointing to the characters, you were pointing to the figures, and it was getting rightly pointed to. So my question is, are you seeing the same thing what we are seeing in front of us?
Absolutely. I am seeing exactly the same screen in front of me. My TV, my screen's monitor has exactly this screen in front of me. So you don't have to imagine. This is not learned. See, what happens is, when people used to make such videos, they used to stand in front of screens and point like this, you know, and then the animator will put in the images later on. Okay, that is how these videos were made earlier. But with this tool, what we are doing is we are making this so simple that even a small kid, you know, a 6-year-old kid, I'll share a link with you on this, and
Sure.
you can see some kids also. We have made some videos with kids.
Yeah.
So kids can actually stand here and talk about this child. Okay,
So
like that.
Similarly, when I'm just fascinated in, just seeing that you can equally see that this kid is in front of you and that cat is at back of you.
Yes, I can actually see this. You know, I'm right here. You know, I'm peeping from under his hand, which is holding the thing, like that.
This is
Okay.
brilliant.
Yeah.
This
So
is brilliant.
I am actually now I'm looking at him. You know, you
Yes.
feel that I'm looking towards him like that. You know, but so I can actually see all this. I can see him right here. Okay. This is him and this is me. Okay. I can see that.
Go
Okay.
ahead, please.
Okay.
This is really
So,
interesting.
teachers, one more story. Okay. Yes, we have to move according to the objects. Yeah. Somebody just, I think Payal just made this comment. So we have to move, and that is what makes this so much more immersive, where we are a part of the storyboard, So let me begin another story. Okay, I'll run through this story, and you can again tell me what are the concepts that you can learn from this. Okay, so I'll do one more, so that will bring an end to the story module, and then you can ask me questions if you have. Okay, so this story is about Ram. Okay, so Ram, who is Ram? Ram is a young boy, and he has a toy with him. And what do you call this toy? Let us call it anything. Push wheel. I don't know, whatever. Okay, trolley without a bag or whatever. Give it a nice name. I'm sure as teachers you could talk to your kids and get a name, elicit a name out of them. Okay, I don't have a name for it, but he has a toy. So, and he has a pet cat. The cat is sleeping here peacefully. Okay, then he gets an idea. What am I doing with this? Main kya kar raha hu? Okay, so he takes his toy and rushes off into the bazaar. Okay, you can see what kind of a place I am. This is a small town where Ram is living. There are thatched roofs, so you can talk about a range of things here. And where is Ram? Right there at the back. He's running on the road. Okay, what is he doing? He's running on the road. And where is his cat? Cat is on the roof. Okay, the cat is on the roof. So he starts running on the pavement. He's running with his toy. And what can we see here? We can see somebody. She's working with something. She's working with cotton. Okay, so what could she be doing? What could be her profession? And we have got another guy here. He's got nice big locks and keys. So what could be his profession? So he's running through the bazaar. Okay, and in the bazaar you can see many more professions. Okay, many more professions, people doing many different things, and he's running through it. And as he runs, he bumps into the watermelon seller, and everything falls down. And you can see somebody, she's waving, she's calling him out. Hey Ram, what are you doing? She's calling him out. She's probably a tailor, right? And then what happens? Then he slips. He slips on cow dung and falls down. Okay, and his toy breaks. And what do we have here? This is something from the first warm-up activity. Jalebis and laddus. Jalebis and laddus. All this is making me hungry. Okay, but let's move on. So then what happens? He gets sad. Okay, that, oh my God, my toy broke, and everybody is concerned, right? And what happens? All these people come together. All these people come together. The tailor comes, the mechanic comes, the carpenter comes, the cotton mattress lady comes, and they all sit together and think, what can we do for him with all this material that is here? What can we do for him? And uncle also pitches in. He doesn't stay out. He doesn't have anything to make the toy, but he's got something to help all these people to make their day. Jalebis to eat. Okay. And they make a nice new cycle for him, scooter for him with a seat cover and stuff like that. Okay. So that's another story. So teachers, go again. What can you teach with this?
Community helpers. Community helpers.
People who work for us.
Absolutely.
General knowledge.
General knowledge. Yes.
It also
name.
gives a spirit of
Moral science.
together.
Name, they're making toys. How to make toys with different objects.
चित्रवर्णन बना सकते हैं, चित्रवर्णन करा सकते हैं.
बिल्कुल. और टूटी हुई चीजों को आप improve कर सकते हैं. फेंक देना जरूरी नहीं है ना?
There is also science included, because how we can do things.
Absolutely. How do you make things? Yeah.
About prepositions, we can teach about prepositions.
Absolutely. In, on, about, so many things.
And
right?
market scene, how many people are there, and
Counting. Yes. How many of these guys are there who helped him? 6 of them, right? Fantastic.
Actually,
Yeah.
also
The sky is the limit.
integrated.
Yeah.
Hello.
प्रत्यय भी सिखा सकते हैं.
Certain values also. Certain values we can invite.
Yes. Lot
Certain
of
values.
Lot
Always
of
empathy.
Absolutely. Empathy. जब उसको help किया वो भी empathy है.
Yes, yes,
और
yes.
वो जब दौड़ रहा था बिना देखे और लोगों को गिरा रहा था वो भी है. So there are both elements to it. One is how people are willing to help, and how you can so there's plenty, and I'm sure you can see the value of teaching with a tool like this. Okay, so one last story, and then we are open for Q&A for this particular session section. Okay, and then I'll take you to the next part of it. Okay, yeah, okay, so okay, so you can see this particular story is about this dog and this moonlit night. Okay,
Wants to make friends.
Yeah, wants to be friends. Yeah. So you can see
stories.
Nice little farm. Okay, a farm on a moonlit night, and everybody is sleeping. Who all are here? There are small little piglets. There's a cow. There is a calf. There's a kitten. Okay, and there's somebody who's not sleeping. Who is it? Who's not sleeping? Tinku.
Dog.
Okay. Yes, the dog is not sleeping. Right? He's not sleeping. He's wide awake. And what does he do? He decides to go out for a stroll. So he gets out of his room, jumps off, and goes off. Okay. He goes off to explore what's there at night. Okay. So who does he meet? He meets a nice little firefly. Yeah, glowworm, firefly, whatever you call it. Okay. So he meets Jugnu. बिल्कुल है ना. रात को क्या दिखता है? जुगनू. Okay. फिर आगे जाता है तो he sees somebody जो उल्टा लटका हुआ है. Okay.
Chamgadar.
Somebody who's hanging upside down. Chamgadar. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. फिर आगे जाता है तो शियाल, jackal, yeah, लोमड़ी. Yeah. फिर आगे जाता है, so he can see an owl.
Ullu. Ullu.
Then he goes ahead, he hears somebody. जोर जोर से आवाज आ रहा है. Cricket.
Zingur.
So all these animals, and he enjoys and dances and plays with them. Okay. तो क्या हम सीख सकते हैं? ये पूरा nocturnal animals का है. Okay. This chapter is about.
Rhymes also can be taught.
Yes.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Absolutely. In fact, there are stories about farm animals. This is particularly about nocturnal animals. So a range of stories, right? And these stories are there are 240 plus stories of different contexts: rainy season, springtime, counting, numbers. So that's let me show you one last story before I move on, because I like that story a lot. Gives a lot of context to.
Are these pictures not from Pratham books?
Yes, they're very much from Pratham. They are all from Pratham.
That is CC, under CC. So we.
Yes, under CC, okay. And we have actually in the last screen on each one of them we have acknowledged it as well, because these are all Pratham.
So we
stories.
can take pictures from anywhere. It means.
Yes.
Okay.
But
but give with due credit and all.
Absolutely. And you could in the tool you could create your own as well.
Okay.
So for example, this is another story which is about laddus. Okay, because food seems to be the theme of the evening, right? So here's the story. So a girl, she gets a box of 12 laddus. Okay, and she says, "Bhaiya, 2 of us and 12 laddus. So can you imagine how many laddus we are going to have, each one of us?" Okay, so they think, they make the division, they divide it between themselves and say, "6 aapke, 6 mere." Okay, so 12 laddu, great, and they are both very happy. And suddenly what happens? Ting tong, somebody rings the bell, and they get their cousin sister. So now how many of them are there? 3. And how many laddus? 12. So little dejected, but then how many does each person get? Okay, so fairly straightforward division. Okay, so division of laddus, so 4 each. Okay, and then Then they start, okay, let's eat the food before somebody else turns up, and guess what? Somebody does turn up. Okay. तो इस तरीके से ये स्टोरी चलती है. Again, fairly straightforward, teachers. I am not going to ask you this question. What can you teach? But this is a fairly straightforward division chapter. Okay. So any questions till now? If you have any questions, you may please ask.
What are the requirements like at home when we are using these?
Yeah, I'll come to the detailed requirement at the end. But what you need is a reasonably good PC or a laptop, and a webcam and a green screen.
Green screen, right?
That's it. These are the only 3 requirements, but we will come to the specific requirements at the end of the presentation. Anything in the context of these stories, how to use it, where to use it, how to use, I'm sure you got the idea of how to use it. You really don't want me to tell you how to use it. But any other questions, any thoughts? Maps to NEP stage 1, third year 3 to 8 easily, but I'm sure this can easily go up to age 10. Any thoughts, any questions? Or we move on to the next part.
Can we use the mathematics also in this?
You can introduce a lot of concepts of math, big and small, short, long. You can talk about more and less to begin with, and then you can go on to counting. You can do comparisons. Then you can do number counting. You can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, till that, and even some introduction to fractions, some introduction to angles and shapes. So we have got this much covered as far as math is concerned. Yeah, and what you need to understand is that these stories are the hook. Okay, they are the hook. Okay, ये अपने आप में teaching का पूरा tool नहीं है, ये hook है. So as an educator, you can use the story as a beginner or as an end, culmination. है ना, बिगिनिंग या एंड में आप स्टोरीज का यूज कर सकते हैं. बाकी तो आपको स्ट्रक्चर्ड इंस्ट्रक्शन, रिगर, प्रैक्टिस, कोलैबोरेटिव एक्सरसाइजेस, all everything is needed. You know, there's a role for everything. But the story is a great way to hook your children to the concept. Okay, so you can begin with it, and you can end it with the kids themselves becoming a part of the story. Okay.
Sir, I have a question. Can we add any animation, or can we add any sound? Means there is a crow, so it's a sound, crow, or XYZ. So can we add that?
You can. Pretty long process, but I'll not say not possible. Okay. But what we have found is that, for example, in my next round, I'm going to show you content with sound. Okay. I'll show you the content with sound, and there we have sort of given the option that you can switch off the sound if you want, you can play the sound if you want. Okay, so we are trialing both types of content. I'll show you the other one as well. Okay. Okay, any other thoughts, any other questions? कोई और सवाल है? नहीं तो हम दूसरे टाइप के कंटेंट को देखने की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. ओके,
क्वेश्चन तो नहीं है सर, मगर इमेजिनेशन है ना, उनको एक नेक्स्ट लेवल पे ले जा सकते हैं कि हाँ ये ऐसी स्टोरी है और ऐसा हुआ, जो वो सोचते हैं वो हम दिखा सकते. तो ये एक बहुत ही बढ़िया आइडिया है मेरे हिसाब से, और थैंक यू आपको इसके लिए.
थैंक यू सो मच. नहीं, थैंक यू सो मच. ये विजुअलाइजेशन, थिंकिंग, और हमने हार्वर्ड का एक प्रोग्राम है टीचिंग थिंकिंग स्किल्स, हमने उस पर भी बहुत काम किया था. और जैसे जो भी स्कूल्स इसको अडॉप्ट करती है, हम उनके टीचर्स के साथ भी काम करते हैं कि व्हाट विल हैपन नेक्स्ट. जैसे आपने एक सीन पे खड़े हैं और आप बच्चों को सोचने बोलते हैं कि भाई व्हाट विल हैपन नेक्स्ट, आगे क्या हो रहा है. तो वो थिंकिंग स्किल्स, क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, ये बहुत सारी चीजें. जैसे हमने वो टॉय की स्टोरी देखी, वो गिरा और उसकी टॉय टूट गई, तो टीचर वहां रुकते हैं, उसके बाद क्या होगा, है ना. तो वहां पे वो सोचने की प्रक्रिया शुरू होती है कि बच्चे सोचते हैं, बच्चे कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं, तो बहुत सारे थिंकिंग, क्रिएटिव आइडियाज, क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग, स्ट्रक्चर्ड थिंकिंग, लॉजिकल थिंकिंग, तो अलग अलग एक्टिविटीज में, अलग अलग स्टोरीज में आप वो स्किल्स भी डेवलप कर सकते हैं। हालांकि मैं उसमें बहुत अभी बोला नहीं।
That means अगर we have 30 students, we got 30 ideas. We get 30 ideas.
Absolutely. And imagine, मान लीजिए ये बना हुआ है, आपके वहां पे बच्चा खुद से वो स्टोरी बोलता है, ओके, और वो स्टोरी को बोल के लास्ट में वो अपना आइडिया बोलता है और उसका वीडियो बन जाता है और वो वीडियो आप शेयर कर सकते हैं, है ना। तो बहुत सारी एंडलेस पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं, क्योंकि हम देख रहे हैं कि वीडियो बनाना एक हमारे जीवन का अभिन्न अंग हो गया है। इट इज एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ आवर लाइफ टू मेक वीडियोस। So I am definitely, I believe in constructivism. I believe in the construction of knowledge through collaborative, hands-on activities. And I also believe that recording evidences of learning, developing the ability to express digitally, and hooking people using audio, visual, and stories. So there are both parts to it. So this fulfills one part of it. The other part of it is obviously you are teachers and you can do so much more. Yeah. Okay,
So
great.
is it a paid platform?
It is a tool. It is a paid software.
Achha,
Okay.
paid software. Okay.
It is a paid software and schools buy it. Institutions subscribe to it because we need to train, we need to install. There is a process of installation and stuff like that. I'll come to the end of it, fairly reasonably priced at.
But for individual?
Even individuals can buy it. I'll be happy to. Till now, we have looked at schools, but even individuals can buy it, and that is where I would love to listen to any feedback, because, like I said, we are doing a pilot test marketing.
It's very interesting, no doubt about it. But the cost affair, we'll have to check that as individual.
Feel free. Once I come to the pricing part of it, feel free to tell me, Harish, this is what we feel should be a price if you want to take it to so many individual teachers, and I'll be very, very happy to do it, because this is a part of the test marketing thing that we are doing. Our product is ready. We want to take it to schools. We have piloted with a few schools, large schools with 50 teachers, 100 teachers, everybody using it. And now we are ready. So I'll be happy to listen to what you have to say. Okay. And be very, very extremely accommodative. And for teachers who are in today's session, we'll be even more accommodative. Okay. Be rest assured. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, great. So now let me go on to the structured teaching part of it. Okay. So what happens is, यहाँ पे आपको जैसे you want to teach numbers, okay, or number counting, let us say. Okay, forward counting and backward counting, let us suppose. Okay, so let me do forward counting. Okay, so you can see this. Now this is structured. You can see that. Okay, clearly that was open-ended, खुला था. आप क्या सिखाना चाहते हैं, आपका choice है. Okay, there's a lot to imagination. इसमें कोई imagination नहीं है. It is clear. And this also is very important, है ना. हर चीज में सिर्फ इमेजिनेशन और ओपन एंडेड नहीं होता है. इमेजिनेशन ओपन एंडेड होता है, फिर स्ट्रक्चर्ड टीचिंग होता है, एंड देन फिर रिगर होता है, प्रैक्टिस होती है, फिर कोलैबोरेटिव एक्सरसाइजेस होते हैं. सो देयर इज अ पाथ टू लर्निंग का एक प्रोसेस होता है, एंड यू नो मोर अबाउट इट. सो नाउ हमने हुक किया. दैट वाज द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द स्टोरी इज द हुक, एंड देन यू कम टू स्ट्रक्चर्ड टीचिंग. ओके, so structured teaching mein
forward counting and backward counting. Now let's learn forward counting and backward counting. Here Popcorn is standing on number 0. He would like to reach number 10. How would he go?
Right. So
Harish,
voice hai. Yes, please.
Sorry to interrupt, but we see the mirror image of the thing.
So you're seeing the mirror image, is it? You don't see.
Yeah, it's 0 to 10, but it's a mirror image. The sequence is correct.
Okay.
The direction is correct, but what we see is a mirror effect. I mean, I hope. I mean, is it with everyone else as well?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir, same.
Same.
Okay. Give me a second.
Even the starting also, the letters were all mirror images, counting.
Okay, just a second.
I think your total screen is reversed, sir.
Just a second.
Because your the company logo itself in the reverse process.
Yeah.
We cannot
Now it is. The character is okay now.
Now it's better, right?
Even the logo is now right.
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah, now it's clear. Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you can see this now, and it is in the sequence, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No concerns here, right?
No.
Great. So you can see this particular story is about forward counting. So how you can begin from one part, and the counting, he'll go from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, like that. So this whole animation is already pre-made and fed into it. Okay.
Simple.
So
He will jump forward and can go. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So jumping forward on a number line is forward counting.
yeah. So this is structured instruction that can be used. Okay. Let me give you another example of it. Okay, so let me show you something else. Say fruits. Okay. Right. Okay, so
Fruits. Hey kids, we have seen that plant has fruits and we all eat them. So we can say that we get food from plants in the form of fruits.
yeah, so this is about structured instructions. So when we saw all those videos, those Byju's created videos and videos made by some of these e-learning companies, and we thought that can we enable teachers to make videos like this? So you have the whole structured program: fruits, vegetables, counting, numbers,
Now,
everything.
Some facts about fruits. Fruits protect the seeds of the plant by covering and holding them tightly.
Yeah, so that's it goes structured, has got a sound. The sound is there in case somebody wants to listen to it in English and then you want to record your own in Hindi. You can switch off the sound, you can play the sound, you can not play the sound. You got all the rights to do so. So this is structured content, and we got the whole program covered from nursery, junior, senior, probably up to grade 1. Okay.
So
yeah.
these videos can have time limit. We can set the time limit.
See, what happens is you are the one who is actually doing the explanation. How much time you want to explain is your choice. Okay. So now the screen is frozen. So on this, how much I want to speak as a teacher. Okay, fruit होता क्या है? Okay, तो एक seed होता है, seed को cover करता है fruit. उसका क्या role है? Fruit किस प्रकार के होते हैं, देखो ये प्रकार के फ्रूट्स हम देख सकते हैं. तो everything, even the story and this is all controlled by the arrow key. You see me going close to my keyboard from time to time because I go to my keyboard and I click on next. Okay, so when I click on next, that's when
They come in different colors and shapes. They make our skin glowing, keep us fit and healthy, and good for our eyes too.
Okay, so यहाँ पे आप कितना बोलना चाहते हैं? How much do you want to speak? कि भाई फ्रूट्स के क्या बेनिफिट्स हैं? Okay, 2-3 की बेनिफिट्स बोल दिए हैं, हाईलाइट किए गए हैं, बाकी it is up to you that how much do you want to speak. And when you are ready to go next, you'll again place on the arrow key and move to the next one.
Fruits are very rich in vitamins.
Okay, so this is essentially the whole curriculum-based structured instruction part. Extremely well animated, very simple and easily understandable by the kids. Okay, I'll show you one more particular thing. Say, let me do some of the phonic things. Okay. Okay. Like that.
Which street is this? Oh yeah, it's Street D. And we can see letter D here.
Okay. So you can see this is about the phonics part.
Hey, I am Mama D. Big D. Hi, I am Baby D. I am called Small D too. We both say da, da, da. Da as in dog.
So you can actually point, you can teach the as in dog, and obviously you are much better at it. I'm not the phonics guy here.
Da
Yeah.
as in deer.
Da as in deer, da as in dog. Okay.
Da as in
Yeah.
duck.
Sorry.
Hello, can we
Yeah.
zoom it, sir? When we list out the words which begins with the, can we zoom the pictures alone?
Unfortunately, no, not right now, but that's a good feedback. I'll talk about pinch and zoom into the application that came up in one of our last discussions as well. So we'll probably look at doing that on a touchscreen laptop or something. You can pinch and zoom out. Okay, but not right now. Right now, you can just see this. Yes, you've got control in terms of, for example, now this object in front, मेरे सामने बहुत बड़ा है. Okay, so you may say, you may want to go out and sort of remove that. Okay, so now I'm here. Yeah, so this is possible.
Even what I think, instead of नीचे एक के नीचे एक करके इधर उधर hanging हो, and then you are placing it like this. एक को पकड़ के this is the dog, and then it, yeah, this one deer, and then duck. Yes, they should not on one board.
Not on one.
हाँ,
You need
थोड़ा
one by one, one by one.
हाँ, इधर से
I
पकड़ा,
get it.
आपने इधर लगाया, आपने इधर से पकड़ा, उधर लगाया. So children love it, ना?
I get
अरेंज टीचर का ये जो है, ये जो बोर्ड आ जा रहा है, ये मोस्टली वीडियोस में पाया जाता है.
हाँ, ये स्ट्रक्चर्ड है.
हाँ,
आप चाहते हैं कि आप इसको ऐसे मूव कर सकते हैं. फिर डॉग को यहाँ रख दिया तो डॉग को
इंटरेस्टिंग
नीचे
हो
रख
जाता है,
दिया.
because then children make stories out of it.
Yeah.
With these
I get that.
things.
Get that. Very interesting. Very interesting. So what we can try and do is, in our next version, we look at enabling you to rearrange these objects.
Yes. So that whatever, even like when children are sitting, they can say, ma'am, now the dog is going this side here, this is now, it's chasing this. Otherwise, someone can say, ma'am, the duck was there and it's starting from a duck. Okay, so in this way, they can create stories in the class. It will be interesting, I think, if you have like flexible things, not in this.
Not structured. So like I said, this is more structured.
Yeah.
Structured has its own benefits, but flexibility has got much more benefits.
Yes.
Okay. So I am happy to take that feedback. I told you straight up, I am more of the unstructured guy, but I'm sure you see for teachers to make these kind of videos or get your kids in, you know,
Yes.
and for them to, as a culmination, for them to sort of
Yeah,
do,
revise, हाँ, complete,
yeah, है ना,
completion के लिए.
बच्चे completion आपने
हाँ.
ड सिखा दिया, फिर
जी.
बच्चे खड़े होके बोल रहे हैं
जी.
ये ड से डॉग है, ड से डियर है, ड से डक है ना, बच्चे खुद बोल रहे हैं.
हाँ,
और
हाँ.
इसका वीडियो अगर बन जाता है और ये वीडियो अगर घर पे भेज देते हैं,
हाँ.
ओके, तो पेरेंट्स को ये पता चल जाता है कि चलो ये यूनिट खत्म हुआ है क्लास में और मेरे बच्चे ने ये सीखा है, यू नो. तो हम इसको एक अलग फॉर्म से देखते हैं, not just about what's his name, about the teacher using it to teach, but also in terms of students using it. Okay, so I am really running out of time, so let me get on to the last video that I want to show, which is something which you're working on. So it is not for early years, okay, but what we are working on, just to give you a sample. So these two KG का पूरा stories और ये पूरा हमने बनाया हुआ है, और बाकी ये जो है आप देख सकते हैं हम इस पे काम कर रहे हैं कि ऊपर का पूरा जो साइंस का करिकुलम है, ओके, साइंस, मैथ्स, ये सब पे हम काम कर रहे हैं. ओके, देर. ओके, तो व्हाट यू कैन सी इज, आप ये देख सकते हैं कि सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम एब्सोल्युटली गुजराती में है ना. हम गुजरात से हैं तो हम थोड़ा कंटेंट गुजराती में भी बनाते हैं. तो ये जैसे हम बता, स्ट्रक्चर्ड टीचिंग अगेन है ना, हार्ट है, सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है. ओके, इस तरीके से सब एनिमेशंस हैं. ओके, आर्टरीज, कैपिलरीज, हार्ट के बारे में सीखते हैं. तो ये मैं क्लिक कर रहा हूँ और ये मेरे क्लिक पे ये आगे चलता रहता है. तो हार्ट कहाँ पे होता है, तो हार्ट इज बेस्ड लंग्स. ये लंग्स मेरे सामने दिख रहा है मेरे को. ओके, और उसमें हार्ट कहाँ होता है, ओके, लाइक दैट. तो ये इस तरीके से ये पूरा सेशन चलता है. तो हम इस पे काम कर रहे हैं. ये प्रोडक्ट अभी वी आर नॉट रेडी टू लॉन्च. ओके, so this is what I wanted to share about my product, and thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
That's
so
great.
Very good.
Really interesting.
Lovely, yeah.
And this is really fascinating, and we are so, I think, charmed by the tool that you have shown to us. There is a lot of utility in this tool. So
yes.
It's beyond the subjects, it's beyond teaching concepts. You can do anything and many things with the tool. So that's really great. I think, Harish, let's quickly focus on what is
yes.
What is the
So if you could share my the presentation.
Yeah,
right?
I would just share it.
I'll quickly take you through the questions that are coming up in terms of accessing it, right? How you can do it.
So I suppose everyone is able to see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So this is a, yes, Harish, please go on.
Yeah, one
Minimum system requirements.
Yeah.
Are you able to see?
Yes, I can. Okay. So minimum system requirements. Okay. So this was one question that came up. क्या चाहिए? Okay. So what you need is a Windows 10 PC or a laptop. और उसका मिनिमम इतना कॉन्फ़िगरेशन चाहिए. उसका रीजन ये है कि जब आप इसको रन करते हैं, so there's a lot of graphic processing that has to happen. Okay, and that is why, like I said, हम इसको initially school based sales कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हर एक के पास इसी प्रकार का लैपटॉप हो ये जरूरी नहीं है. But we are happy if you have this kind of a laptop or a PC. We'll be happy to do even a trial with all of you. आप यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग हैं, हम उन सब के लिए तो एक 8 GB रैम वाला हार्ड डिस्क हो तो 8 GB रैम, और अगर SSD है तो 4 GB RAM will also do. A full HD webcam, a green cloth, and a well-lit room. Okay, so this is the minimum system requirement. यहाँ पे कोई सवाल हो तो पूछ लें जल्दी से.
So, I mean, Harish, we also will need the graphics card, no?
No, not required. Not required. You don't need a graphics card, है ना? जो inbuilt integrated Intel में Core i3 या AMD Ryzen में जो आता है integrated, which is good enough.
That is okay. Fine.
Good enough. Good enough.
We'll move on with the next one now.
Okay. Okay. Next is, now we come to what are we offering? Okay. There's so the first is I'm just talking about the second part of it, जो मैंने दूसरा share किया था, which is early years content का जो pack है, जिसमें सारे topics हैं, English, Math, EVS वगैरह वगैरह, and there is a pricing for this. Okay. As an individual, you may feel that this is a little overpriced. Okay. But the idea is, if it is in a, like we thought, you know, all this, you need a setup, you need a PC laptop, you need this. You can enable as many people as you want to create the videos. Okay. So this is our whole animation library, and the software is available at 15,000 rupees. Okay. For a school or a preschool, that's where we are launching now. So that takes care of their whole entire curriculum. You can do live sessions, you can do recorded sessions like that. And so this is for the the popcorn one, the phonics, number counting, etc., all of that. Okay. Next is, I have got my, the stories pack. Okay. So I've got 240 plus stories, and the whole thing is priced at 8,000 rupees. Okay. And I'm happy to look at this particular thing, because anybody who wants to try the early year story pack, if you are interested and if you feel that price is a constraint, please write to me, and I will take it up, and we can do something, a 50 stories pack or a 10 stories pack or a 100 stories pack. Here I can break it and give it to you. Okay. And very much possible for me to work on the pricing, and I'm happy to do that. Okay. As far as the story pack is concerned. Okay.
Will you share your mail ID, sir?
I will. My next slide is this. So write to me at hello@flint, FLINNT. Okay. FLINNT. There are two N's here. Please note. hello@flint, FLINNT.com. Okay. I will write it here also in the chat box. Just write to me, and don't let the price is, obviously it's a commercial product, goes out to the market. But like I said, this particular group, I'm happy to do some trial versions with you. I'm happy to give it out to you at a price which is very much possible, affordable for you. And any feedback on the pricing or the breakup of the pack, I'll be happy to take that feedback and come up with individual packs which can suit you. Okay.
Yeah. So Harish, I would just be keen to know that the educators that have joined today, I mean,
yes,
we have got really esteemed educators joining us today. Usha ma'am is there, Basna sir, KK Singh sir, many, all the educators have joined, really esteemed people. They are working really proper, working in a very proper way in their own fields. So are we having any special?
Yes. What I'll do is, if you have systems which fulfill the minimum requirement, okay, just drop me a line, okay, and we will do an installation of a mini version of the story pack, absolutely free. Okay, you can do about 20-25 stories. I'll install it on your PCs. You run it. You use it the way you want to use it, so that and that's absolutely free. Yes, you need the minimum requirements PC to be set up. If you can set it up and write to us, I'll get my tech team to do the installation and training for you. Okay, so all these 50, 60, 70 people who are there, they can actually do 20 odd stories absolutely free. Please go ahead and use it the way you want to use it.
Brilliant. That's really a great offer, Harish.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm sure educators would be.
The only thing that I'll need is, I will need that you try it out. You give me feedback. You share some of the stories that you have made with this and your testimonial. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm extremely happy to share this, because your feedback will be extremely valuable.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
So right now I have mailed you. If you can mail me back on the same, that will be fine for me.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So I really appreciate the eagerness of the, curiosity and the eagerness of the educators here. They're so keen to try out this particular platform.
Absolutely.
And really, Harish, we have just developed something like a magic wand for the educators. That एक छड़ी घुमाओ और ये हो जाएगा. This is very good.
Bilkul. You know, it's just on one click, and I'm happy. Like I said, you know, I look at your. I want your feedback in terms of how do you find it. Was it easy? There is some degree of complexity. It's not just like that. You need some minimum system requirement. You need to set it up. You need a good webcam. You need a well-lit room. So these are some of the requirements. As soon as the requirements are there, you let me know. Write to me that you have these things. If you could share the system requirements with the team, you know, the PPT or the PDF, so that everybody knows that.
And all the members, please feel free to write to Harish at hello@flint.com. And the team would be very happy to help you out.
Yes, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. Sir, I would like to request you, the mail which we are sending you, if you can just tag us in that, the requirement of the minimum requirement of the system.
Yeah.
So we can coordinate with our IT person, sir.
What I would do is, you know, I would be just sharing the recording of this event, as well as the slide deck that we just shared with you during the event, and as a material itself, and that will be there with you in the email. So it's very simple. आपको एक advanced laptop ही लेना है, या advanced system आपको चाहिए with 8 GB RAM. आप उसको पकड़ के चलो. Core i3 8th generation से ज़्यादा हो तो बेहतर है. And with all these technologies coming in, I'm really sure that if you purchase a laptop in past 1 year, this could be meeting this requirement.
Easy.
So whether it is a laptop, whether it's a desktop, both ways it would be possible. So Harish, I'm really thankful to you for offering this to the educators here, to the members here, and I'm pretty sure that the members will be keen to try it out and share with you their feedbacks.
Yes, your feedback and the videos that you created with this, we'll look forward to that. Yeah,
that's brilliant. So I think we will be in communication with Harish, and you can also post it in the GG Ahmedabad group that we have about this particular event. When I'll be uploading this video on the YouTube, I will also be mentioning some details in the description, so you can get in touch with Harish when anyone watches the videos later through YouTube. So that would be easy. And those who will be joining it later, if they have any queries, they can obviously ask to me. I'll just share it with Harish and get you all people into the communication loop. So I think that's all for today's session. Any further questions from your side?
No, sir.
Still have members joining here.
Great.
It was really
nice. Yes.
So welcome, Deepali, but we are just concluding the session right now. I'm just so sorry to, it's so glad that you've joined, but we're just so sorry that we are just concluding the session. But that's fine. So thank you all for joining this session, and thank you Harish and team of Kidsera for introducing us with such an interesting tool that would be definitely willing to use it for us in education.
Thank you so much. Thanks all of you for your time. Thank you so much, and thank you GG Ahmedabad and Pune for having us on the webinar. Yeah.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are concluding this meeting, and you are free to leave.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vishal. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Thanks all for joining.
Thank you. Bye-bye.